NFL Better in Green live show. Sorry, that was kind of a mouthful to get out. I had a couple too many last night, if you can't tell from my eyes or my voice. Michigan made me drink, and thank God they won because I would have drank a lot more and probably just go straight to the bleach if they lost that game. So, yeah, big win for Michigan. It was pretty ugly. But you gotta take those rivalry games, and especially it's looking like a season that's you're gonna have very few victories, so you got to count all the small victories out there. So yeah, big win for Michigan. State, I still think played very well. They were in that game the entire time. That fumble at the end of the first half really, I think, hurt momentum for them. That was like a 14 or that was a 17-point swing because Michigan just scored and then got that field goal. And then I think Michigan got the ball back and scored again. I don't know. It was just a momentum changer in my mind, that Child's fumble at the end of the game. But we got NFL today. We got NBA today. I don't believe we have playoff baseball. I haven't even looked. Dodgers are up 2-0. Yeah, there's no way we have baseball. There's a travel day. And then we do have hockey as well. So we're going to go through the whole slate, focusing on the NFL. And again, if you guys have any questions on any games, any bets you like in any sport, please let us know. We can talk about those games, those bets, fantasy questions as well. We're here for you guys, and mostly me and Ethan are here for each other tonight, going through the board and trying to find some winners. I have 0 bets placed, which is usually I have a couple bets that I've placed pre-week or pre-Sunday throughout the week, where I do place some bets, but I have nothing. I have 0 bets on my board right now. Kind of like that feeling. I don't know how big of a slate I'm gonna have today. It's just I might just relax, watch a couple games. It's honestly not the greatest slate in my opinion. It's kind of a snooze fest. I mean, our Lions are a 12-point favorite. And I guess the biggest game's the Sunday night game, which is great. We finally have a good primetime game tonight. But yeah, so that was a ramble sesh. Again, a little too much to drink last night. But Ethan, welcome. What are you looking forward to today? And first of all, how was your day yesterday?
Yeah, first, congrats on the rivalry win. Yeah, that 9 points in 29 seconds to end the half hurt me more than I thought because that gave me an opportunity to jump in on Michigan State and then lose it. So had they not got the turnover and the late field goal, I probably wouldn't have had a chance to get in on Sparty and would have saved me a loser. But not a great day. 1-4 in college football again. So just, I mean, it was low volume, which was good because I didn't, overextend myself to get just completely killed like I did last Saturday. But on the flip side, a ton of my leans hit. I mean, I tweeted out the noon slate every game I talked about yesterday on our live. 5-1. I bet Washington, which was the one loser. So just one of those days. But I don't know. I won in UFC. I actually killed that UFC card yesterday, which I don't really know anything about. I just watch it, bet fight by fight, and get lucky. Um, I won a Premier League bet. I actually bet the CFL, first ever CFL bet, won. So I ended up breaking even overall, but yeah, just another tough day in college football. I don't know if I've ever been like this least inspired on an NFL Sunday or just like in football in general. Like at this point, I kind of just look forward to the weeknight, like loaded NBA, NHL, college basketball slate with like the potential World Series game in there and the action or the random college football game. Like I'm kind of looking forward to those nights more than a full NFL Sunday or a full college football Saturday. But it's just been a rough year for both sports, so
Yeah.
it's kind of deflating the sales a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, 0 bets open right now, and I think I'm in the same boat. I get a very overwhelmed, and then ultimately underwhelmed on Saturdays and Sundays. It's just I have way too many bets going. I'm trouble watching every single game. Kind of just brains numb, and then at the end of the day, you look at your bet slip, and I don't think I've really had a NFL Sunday where, besides week 1, where I like went up like 5 units, but like, wow, I walked away. It's usually like either a little negative or like maybe like 0.9 units, and I had 15 bets open. So that's the underwhelming part. So I have 0 bets. I'm trying to just ease into it. I'm up a little bit on the week still on my book. So yeah, I might just ease in and not force any plays today. Granted, we are 2 hours to kickoff, and my mind will 100% most likely change here. But do you want to start quickly in the NHL? There's one play that I literally just looked at, and it's a small NHL and NBA slate today. So if you want to just knock those two out, I'm
Yeah.
totally okay with that. Um,
Yep.
I was just looking there, at the NHL. We have 4 games today in 4 hockey games. Starting later tonight, looks like we have the Red Wings at 6, and then the rest of the games are at 7 and 9 p.m. And this team is kind of becoming my new team. Finally want to bet on them. My first winning bet on the Flyers last night or yesterday. Won that. They're plus money on the money line. I'm going to go back to the Flyers today. They're at 7 p.m. tonight. They are a juicy and ugly minus 175. They are home. And again, they played yesterday, so they're on a back to back, and they're hosting the Canadians here, who are obviously traveling to Philly. They played last night as well against the Blues at home. I just am having a hard time seeing the Flyers being in minus 175 here. Flyers are 2-5-1. Canadians are 3-4-1. This strategy is what I usually try to implement in all sports. It has been sucking in football. Has been working in the NHL though. Is when the ugly bet doesn't make any sense. I'm jumping on it, and think I'm seeing hockey really well right now. So I'm on the Flyers money line minus 175 today against the Canadians. That's probably my only hockey bet. I may get involved in some totals, but as of right now, Flyers is my NHL play of the day.
Yeah, it's always fun when new seasons start. Outside of football, where we have our very strong fandom, and you just find teams like I know the Rockies in baseball for you.
Yep.
So it's like kind of your team this year. Mine too, kind of. I know last year like the Grizzlies made me a ton of money. Yeah, it's always fun to like find that team that is making you money and no one's really caught on to. Um, but yeah, my lean there would be the Flyers as well. It's not a game I'm going to bet. I do have opinions on the other three. Just a very small opinion, but how the hell are the Devils laying like minus 350?
Yeah.
They are 0 of their last 4. They've given up 6, 8, 5, and 4 goals in each of those games. Um, yeah, no clue. I would not ever touch the Devils the way they've been playing. Anaheim's no good, but I'm seeing Anaheim like plus 270. I'm just on the CBS Sports app, so it could be varying on sports books here. But if you want in on that game, I would suggest maybe sprinkling the Ducks just because that price is insane, or the over. I mean, yeah, like I said, the Devils have given up 6, 8, 5, and 4. They've scored 5, 5, 3, and 3. So no shortage of goals in their last 4 games. I think the Devils are an over team anyway, so kind of like those. The two I am more curious about. Um, I would like to play the Oilers in some shape or form today against the Wings. Just a bad spot for the Wings. Third in 4 nights, second of a back to back with travel back from Buffalo after a loss. I got to think they're going to be tired. Obviously, I can't lay the minus like 240 or whatever the Oilers are at right now, but maybe like a first period minus zero point 0.5 or a team total. But I'm a little bit scarred on their team total. They aren't putting up goals too much, so I want to find some way to get involved on the Oilers. And then the nightcap. I think the Senators are worth a look at the plus 140. Um, The Avs are back home after a 3-game road trip where they went 3-0. So I think they're could be coming back feeling pretty good about themselves. They were gone for a week. Um, and the Suns are just kind of sneakily winning. They're off a loss on the road against Vegas, but it's a good Vegas team. Um, Before that, they did beat Utah. They beat the Lightning. They had an 8-7 overtime win against the Kings, which you and I know were on the under in that game. Um, but yeah, it's their final game of the road trip. They're 1-1, so I think teams go out on the road thinking, "Let's win," win the series or like win more than we lose type thing. Um, and yeah, think the Avs are probably feeling pretty good about themselves coming back home. Suns looking to get that decisive win to win the road trip. So I think the Suns are worth a look plus money.
Yeah, I will. I usually will probably just tail my buddy on whatever he picks in the Red Wings. He's probably going to pick the over, so I'll probably be in the over on that Wings Oilers game. Which looking right now, I don't love. I probably have to see the goalies that are starting, but um, the Oilers can score, except when I bet them. So I'll probably
Yeah.
lean the over in that game. And then, yeah, like you said, it's the new season, so you're getting these teams like the Oilers we saw in the start of the year, the Avs, where they're just getting a lot of, like you said, these are two solid teams, Senators and Avalanche, and the Avalanche are minus 170, same exact record. And I think people are just playing a little bit too much into last year. We saw the Oilers. What did they start? 0-3, 0-4, something like that. I think they lost there. I don't know when the season started.
0-3 with
Okay.
only 3 goals for.
And they were in every single one of those games minus 175 or higher on the favorite. And again, it's they're still a very good team, but I think at the start of the season, odds makers have no idea what's going on. Even the sharps really struggle here. So I do think there's value, especially when they're you're seeing two competent teams, and one of them is a very public and very good team last year. I think there is value on the underdog, like the Senators, like you're mentioning tonight. But yeah, Flyers is my play of the day. NHL. I may get involved in one or two more. Again, might keep it light. I probably actually will only get involved in that Wings game if my buddy has a play. But Flyers money line for me. And then do you want to hop? I haven't even looked in the NBA yet, but do you want to hop NBA?
Yep.
Okay. NBA, we got we got 5 games. NBA starting at 3:30. We have the Sixers Pacers is the early game, and then we have the Bucks and the Nets, the Pelicans, the Blazers, Hawks and Thunder, and then the nightcap is the Clippers and the Warriors. Is there anything on here that is piquing your interest?
Just 2, and I don't know if I'm going to get involved. But it would be the the Blazers plus the points and the Hawks plus the points. Probably the Blazers would be my favorite look, and if I do play the NBA today, that's probably gonna be the play. But this is a rapid revenge spot. These teams just played on Friday. Um, the Blazers lost that game by 2, 105 to 103. 0-2 against 2-0, like you mentioned, the early looks. The public's gonna look at the 2-0 team, especially because they just beat the Blazers. 2 years ago, this was like a huge angle that I would just blindly bet. I would just take the losing team of the first game in the back to back, plus or minus the points, expecting them to split. Last year, it became more of like a 50-50 play. So you were losing out on the juice just a little bit. So it's not something I'm looking to blindly bet this year. But yeah, I don't think the Pelicans are going to be, the Blazers are going to be bad this year. I don't know if the Pelicans are going to be that much better. So early on at home, rapid revenge. I think I'll be taking the Blazers plus the points. And then yeah, just small lean on the Hawks. Don't know if I can quite get there because I just don't know. At 2-0, I think they're kind of already outplaying maybe where they should be, but um, this is a back-to-back game and third and 4 nights with travel for the Thunder. They were in Chicago last night, now have to come all the way back to Oklahoma City to play the Hawks. Hawks, as you mentioned, played on Friday, have to travel to Oklahoma, but less of a travel going to Oklahoma from Atlanta than obviously from Chicago. So I might get involved on the Hawks too. I think it's just a bad spot for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I lean the Hawks as well. It seems like a lot of points. So I'm a little nervous that maybe people are going to see, too evenly. Sorry, there are choppers going over my DC apartment right now. It's probably Joe Biden waking up. It's 11:30 in the afternoon, by the way. Yeah, I'm.
Still alive.
What's up? Oh,
I don't know if he's still alive.
I don't. He's been. I mean, mentally he's been dead for a while, but physically, yeah, he may be dead. He may be dead. We don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Hawks might be a little. I don't know. It's a lot of points. I don't love that one. But I'm definitely not going to take the Thunder. I'm leaning again. I do enjoy NBA totals. I'm leaning just two capable offenses, two terrible defenses. The over in the Bucks and the Nets. This is at 228.5 right now. Both teams off a day of rest. They played on Friday. Bucks coming off a loss against Chicago where they allowed 133 points to the Bulls. That's disgusting. And then they had a 133 total, or sorry, 233 total in that Sixers game to start. These Nets, again, they just played the Magic, who are a notorious under team. Finished that total at 217. They did play the Hawks, which is a notorious over team. That total finished at 236. So I definitely think this game's going to finish in the 230s. I'll happily take the Bucks and the Nets on the over. Besides that, it's not a very appetizing slate. I may lean the under in that Clippers Warriors. People are seeing the Warriors, and they put up 127 and 140 in their first two games. And then they're playing the Clippers, who Clippers looks like they actually have some defense. So maybe that line makes some sense. But yeah, favorite play in the NBA, and I have not bet it, so I guess I'll call it a lean in the NBA would be the Bucks and the Nets on the over. Again, just keep it simple. Two good offenses against two terrible defenses there. Besides that, probably won't get involved in the NBA. There is that King of the Court promo on DraftKings. Make sure you do check that in. You just have to bet on any player's points or his rebounds or his assists or any combination, and then you get a share at $1 million. With anyone else who took that player. And my player today is Cam Thomas on that Brooklyn Nets team. I think it's good bang for its buck. His points total is at 25.5 too. That's the prop that I took. But if he leads the league today in PRAs, that's points, rebounds, and assists combined, and you do get your share of $1 million. So he's my pick. Obviously, the obvious choice is Giannis, probably Maxey, probably Shea, and Trae Young would be my obvious bets. But yeah, I'm going to bang for the buck. I'll go Cam Thomas for the Nets today. Yeah, anything else before we hop into the NFL?
Yeah, I have not been involved in that promo yet. I am going to get involved today. Yeah, I was telling you before the show, I might just jump in on stuff and just hope he turns back the clock with a 50 or 60 point game. I don't know. I'll have to dig into that a little bit more, but I will be involved on that promo.
Yeah, it's a fun little promo. I've only been involved on it in 2 nights here. Had a chance last night to win it. Again, would not have won very much money, but yeah, it's definitely it's a new way to sweat. I think sweat the sport because you got to look at all the games and you really got to kind of be. Oh shit! I just had the promo up, and I would have told you guys the winnings for each night. Oh, here it is. Okay, night 1. Yeah, AD1. You would have received a $92 bonus bet. Night 2, LaMelo Ball 1. You would have received a $1,027 bonus bet. Night 2 is Luca. You just received a $36 bet. Trae Young, night 4, $290 bet. And then last night, LeBron led the league in points, rebounds, and assists. You would have won $1,600 in bonus bets. So it's a fun little promo there. And again, it's a bonus bet, so you do have to bet that in order to get the money back. If I do win that bonus bet, it's 100% going on a first touchdown score on Monday night's game. I don't care. Imagine having $1,000 on a like plus $1,500 first touchdown. Like that would be insane. Obviously not the smart case. That's exactly what the book wants you to do with that. But I mean, $1,000 on Najee Harris to score first tomorrow. I mean, sign me up. But yeah, I'm not winning, but maybe.
I don't know what I would do.
The obvious choice would be to hedge, but I don't think I have $500 to deposit to hedge that bet to guarantee yourself 500. But that would be the smart move.
Yeah.
But I'm not a smart man.
Yeah. Man, $1,600. I mean, I could use that.
Yeah. That would be nice. You have to win a bet though with it. You know, you would have to find a bet to win. What would be here's a trivia question, or not a trivia? Here's a fun question. Now, what would be like your go-to bet type? Would it just be a straight up money line? Would it be a prop, a total?
I think it'd be like just a straight up. I mean, it depends on the bet. Like $300, you know, maybe I'd go for a bit of a long shot. 1,600, like, I mean, just a quick glance at the NFL board today.
Yeah. What on the say you have to bet on the NFL? Oh, we got a comment here from Brent. He won this $1,027, and he bet it, and he lost it on the Vikings. No. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, yeah. Looking at the slate, straight bet on the Vikings. I gotcha. Looking at the slate, what would you bet that $1,600 on?
I mean, I feel like I always preach don't buy points, but like I'd probably take a game that I feel pretty good about. Let's say the Jags +4. Maybe buy them up to like +7.5 at like -200. I don't know though. Like that's only $800. I'd want.
Yeah, Brent, that's tough. But hey, it was sweat. It was a sweat there.
Montgomery anytime touchdown -130.
That's that's a damn safe bet. That's a damn safe. A damn good bet. I would probably go something crazy
Like a 15
I'd maybe
leg
go like a
parlay.
Craig Reynolds touchdown plus
Really?
2,000.
Really?
I mean,
You're going for the retirement.
I am. I am. I'm going for like, hey, Wyatt, why have you not contributed to rent in like 6 months? And I'm be like, boom, I'm buying a house instead.
Yeah. See, I'd be
Um,
going for like a 2-week break from the financial anxiety. That's what I'd be
yeah,
looking
I'm
for.
going for the immediate like save me. Anytime touchdown next time. Yeah. I mean, it's death taxes and David Montgomery to score. That's also two Lions fans talking to you. And I don't think he scored last week, but
He didn't, because I bet it.
but I'm honestly just saying Craig Reynolds because my buddy just sent that. It's plus 2,000, and the odds of this game. I mean, Lions are now 12.5 point favorites. The odds of some Craig Reynolds rushing yards is probably pretty plausible if it is going to be a blowout. But yeah, let's get into the slate. If we do end up winning the King of the Court promo, we will make sure we let you guys know what bet we're going with or what we're riding with. Yeah, starting with the NFL board. And again,
Just really quick, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I did quickly just do some mental math in my head. If I did take like that Jags adjusted spread -200, you're better off just taking a -110 and hedging the other side, because it'd be the same. It'd be a guaranteed outcome. So scratch that. No one ever listened to me on that type of advice, because that's just awful. Given you have the money to hedge, but
Right. Yeah. Which I do not, which means I probably shouldn't be gambling, but here we are. Okay. Going into the slate, I believe we have, I saw Scott's tweet last night. I think we have 8 1 p.m. games and 5 4 p.m. games. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, starting on the 1 p.m. Do you just want to take it slate by or game by game?
let's do it.
Okay, I'd really like to just write a little something down for each game if there is something that we like. Ravens Browns. I mean, it's got to be the Browns, right?
Gotta be the
Jameis
Browns.
Jameis starting. I got the public bets pulled up here on Ben Fox. Ravens, I'm seeing at 71%. He is this at -7.5 though, which is beautiful if the line keeps going down. It's got to be the Browns. If there is going to be a bet in that game, it has to be Cleveland, right?
Yeah. DraftKings splits here. You want to take a gander at what percent's on the Browns?
On spread.
Uh, yeah, or percent of bets play. It's just on DraftKings when you click on the
Yeah. 12.
4.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm writing down Cleveland plus points because that's what it's got to be that. I honestly, I think I made a video. I honestly think Cleveland might win this game outright. The only thing that worries me about the outright win is it's a divisional game, and Baltimore needs to win these divisional games to help their win the division and play up. But if it was just like a Joe Schmo regular other AFC team,
Right.
I could definitely see Cleveland pulling off the. I love Cleveland. I love them at the +8. I will most likely be locking that in pretty soon here.
Yeah, I'm trying to be selective, so I think that one's going to miss for me. But I do like Cleveland.
Yeah,
if
they are.
Baltimore, I wouldn't play Baltimore.
Yeah. Neither would I. And again, Cleveland was on my do not bet list, but they do have Jameis, I believe, is the starter, not DTR. Yep. Jameis.
Yep.
Okay. God, I love that guy. Not very good at football, but God, do I love it. Also, okay. So I was sorry, going on a rant here. There is obviously I fell for it, the touchdown boost on DraftKings. More legs you add, the more boost you get. So I had $10 in my DraftKings account. I put 5 on the King of the Court bet on Cam Thomas. I was like, screw it, I'm going to put 5 on this touchdown score parlay. If you look at this Browns Ravens game, Ravens they're not the traditional Ravens defense that we normally see. They have a very bad defense this year. lowest Browns touchdown score besides Nick Chubb. So anyone else besides Nick Chubb to score a touchdown is it's Jerry Jeudy at plus 320 and Joku's plus 330. I think there is extreme value in Browns touchdown scores that aren't named Nick Chubb here. I went with Jerry Jeudy. I think Judy's going to get involved here. In Jameis's last drive of that game last week, where he actually got in, he targeted Jeudy 6 times in that final drive.
Wow.
So, and Joku got the touchdown. So, I think there is extreme value on any Browns wide receiver to score. So Jeudy, obviously Njoku's not a wide receiver, but you could pick him. I don't even know who other Elijah Moore. I don't love, but possibly. Yeah, I love Jerry Jeudy to score today. He's plus 320 on DraftKings. It's probably higher over there on FanDuel. But if you just want a straight bang for your buck touchdown score in that Browns game, I would pick a receiver or a tight end. And I love Jeudy, to be completely honest with you guys.
I'm gonna, yeah, I like Njoku.
Yeah.
I think so. Unfortunately, I bet Njoku the game he came back did not score. I don't think the Browns scored. And then of course he goes out and scores last week. But I think he is being slept on
He had
because
14.
he's barely played.
He had 14 targets last game.
Yeah,
10 catches, 14 targets.
Tight end 1, I believe, in fantasy last week. I mean, the dude was a beast last year. Yeah, he got outshined by like Laporta, and I don't know. Laporta was kind of like the only big stud or tight end last year, I feel like. But yeah, Njoku was, yeah. FanDuel always gives those. Well, it used to be a 50% boost on anytime touchdown. It's down to 30. At least for me, it is. Yeah, I'm gonna use that on Njoku, I think.
Well, let me add to that. I'm on DraftKings here. Obviously, one of those here, bet this because you're an idiot and we think you are, but let me take your money. It's National Tight End Day.
True.
DraftKings gives us a plus 1668 tight ends to receive 40 plus receiving yards. Guess who they left off that list? Because they know it's going to hit. No Njoku. They have Sam Laporta. It was Njoku. You were correct. No, he's not on there. They have Laporta, Ingram, McBride, Pitts, and Kmet. Honestly, that could be 5 losers there. I don't like any of those. Maybe Ingram. I don't love Laporta today in a very run-heavy game. McBride, maybe. I mean, Pitts against a terrible Bucks defense, possibly. Kmet, no. I don't know. I love Njoku too. I went with Jeudy again, just in that $5. It's $5 to win $2,200. So I'm really fighting for that rent money here. But Njoku, Jeudy, even who's he? Elijah Moore. I don't hate at all. But yeah, love the Browns today. I do. I will be betting the Browns. I was kind of gonna wait. It was at 8.5 this morning. I'm seeing 8. According to that Twitter post, it was at 7.5. But do like the Browns. If I can get them above a touchdown, I'm going to take them. I'd prefer the plus 8.5. But love the Browns today. Titans, Lions. I'm seeing, that's right where I'm at. I'm seeing Lions one of the most public bets out there. The line has moved actually in favor of the Lions here. So it's moved with the bets, but I just think it's people just gushing on the Lions. It's a bad spot. They've also never beaten the Titans, I think.
Yeah.
They also don't play them that often, but just off a huge emotional win against the Vikes, I think they have do they have the Packers on deck? I feel like they have the Packers on deck. They do?
In Lambeau.
Good God. Yeah. I mean, it's
at Dallas, at Minnesota, home for an out-of-conference Titans, at Lambeau.
Yeah, it's Tennessee. It's 12.5 right now. That is an absolute crime. Yeah, I like Tennessee. I don't think Tennessee is going to win, but I think it's like probably a Lions 10-point win here. Yeah.
I like the under too.
Yeah, 45 I'm seeing.
This is probably 24-13.
Yeah.
It's probably your final.
Maybe some field goal props in there. I like it. It's got to be the Titans. I was already looking at that one as well.
It's one of my favorite bets of the day, actually.
Okay. Packers, Jags. I kind of love the Jags, but I don't think I can bet them. I don't think I can bet this game. I think the Jags is sharper than sharp. It's down to 3.5 now.
I'm betting the Jags.
Are you? You're actually betting them?
Yeah.
Weren't they on the do not bet list for you? Or just the do not bet in London list?
Mostly
and then they
that.
won that game by 18 points or whatever it was.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Jags are the sharpest play on the board.
Yep.
Last 2 weeks, the sharpest play on the board has lost.
Yep.
I mean, that's just it's gotta come back. Maybe it's not this week. But
we are off to a 1-0 sharp record. And the Vikings were like 90% of the bets.
Yeah.
And they lost by 10. So I think it might be a sharp week. And I know as soon as I leave one of these gross ones off, it's going to hit. So I think, again, I was just saying I should probably have a small slate, but I do like the Jags.
Yeah, the thing that's this has bounced already 4 times that I've seen, from 4 to 3.5 to 4 back down to 3.5. So, I mean, people are taking the 4 the second it gets there. So I'm gonna hope I can still find one. But yeah, reluctantly. So here's what I think I realized about myself, and a huge reason why I'm having a terrible NFL season. I am loading up on plays like this. They're as ugly as could be. I'm doing like 3-4 units on these plays. Not doing that. Just 1 unit. Just 1 unit. If it hits, great. I think it will hit, but I'm not going to overexpose myself like I have been on these disgusting teams that can play the worst football game I've ever seen in my life, which they've seemed to do every time I've bet them big. So, yeah, I think in order for me to bet big, it has to be a competent team.
Yeah.
Is what I've learned.
Yeah, I decreased my unit size this week, have been absolutely killing it. And then, yesterday, as soon as my boys in blue play, unload on them. Like we were talking a little bit before the show, just, 3 units on a player prop didn't hit. And then, I was doing half unit plays. So that's 6 plays that are just thrown out the window because I lost that. So, yeah, I really need to just keep it just consistent, because I do a very, very poor job of, making my favorite bet multiple units, and then that favorite bet not even have a chance. So, yeah, I like it. Colts, Texans. Kind of want to take the Colts, but I think I'm going to stay away from this one. I think the Colts, I don't know. I'm starting Anthony Richardson in a league that is on its last hopes of making a comeback for this fantasy season. So I'm starting Richardson in hopes that he goes off. I don't know if it's going to happen because he hasn't done it since week 1. But yeah, I don't know. The line's moving in favor of Houston. Houston is public, but I don't think I'm going to get involved.
I'm staying away from this one, but yeah, it's Colts for me. If Texans would have won last week, I would have been on the Colts.
Yeah. Of course, they lost by 2. We had Green Bay on the 3.
I do have Colts over win total, Houston under win total, so I'll be rooting from that aspect. Need the Colts to win.
Yeah, I like it. Jets and the Patriots. This line is dead nuts at 7. Has not moved all week. I mean, were you the one that liked the over in this game?
I'm taking it.
Okay, I like it.
I like the over.
I like it. I do think Adams gets in the end zone today. He did have 10 targets in that in his Jets premiere. Only 3 catches, with 10 targets, 3 catches. I really think Adams gets in the end zone. And then, like you said, the Pats are just kind of a new team with Drake May. Much more pass heavy. He's chucking the ball deep.
Yeah. Patriots are way – they're not good offensively, but they're way better than what I thought they would be. And they're way worse defensively than what I thought.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, they've been – their last 2 games, 16-32, 21-41.
Yeah, I like it. Just need to – and the Jets secondary is not as – is Sauce playing? Has he been playing, or is he hurt?
I think he's playing.
Okay. I don't know where he's – I just haven't seen him much this year. But, yeah, the Jets secondary has not been anything special lately. Yeah, I think Pats can – I don't know. We honestly just need the Jets to score, because that's the biggest question mark out there. The Jets offense has been stinky poo-poo. But, yeah.
These teams did already play 24-3. Jets win.
That was
So
the
even without
opener,
Devontae,
right?
it did show. What's that?
Was that the opener or the second game of the season? It's a couple
It
weeks
wasn't the
ago, right?
opener. It
Okay.
was a Thursday night game.
Okay.
Week 3 maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I like the over there. I'm adding that to the list of way too many bets that I said I wasn't going to do.
Yeah.
Eagles Bengals. Couldn't tell you on this one.
Completely staying away from the side. If I did play it, which I don't think I will, I mean, who the hell is playing defense in that game? But I think that's the very public perception here. So
Right.
I'm gonna stay away. But yeah, I mean, I could see that game being like 34-31.
Yeah.
Like just a complete offensive shootout.
I do have in that touchdown parlay. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but that Bengals third wide receiver with the I or whatever.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm seeing that T is questionable. Will probably play, but yeah, whatever his name is, the almost looks like Pacific Islander-ish type of guy.
Yeah. Well, I have him in our veteran league fantasy league.
He hasn't done shit
Every time I
recently.
bench him, he scores. Every
Yeah.
time I play him, he does shit. So he had 0.00 points last week. He's on my bench, so there's the nod for him to probably have a day.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I don't love this game at all. I'm probably going to stay away. Besides that tough touchdown score, that's exactly how Alec Pierce is on that fantasy team. That shows you how weird that league is. Is we're starting the Bengals third stringer guy who we don't know how to pronounce his last name, and I'm starting Alec Pierce. Which means since I'm starting him, he's going to have a crap game. But yeah, he's on my bench. He has one catch for 80 yards and a touchdown every time he's on my bench, getting 16 points. But
right.
Yeah, tough. Okay. Wow. Line change here. Falcons, Bucks. Bucks are now 1.5-point dog. This is the definition for me of please don't bet this, but if you are, hammer the Bucks.
Yeah, I was on the Falcons earlier, but I've seen the Bucks as sharp.
Falcons 73% on this graphic, and again they're at minus or plus 1.5 now. Or minus 1.5, but they were at minus 2.5 here. Whole point drop since 57 minutes ago. Who's doing anything on Tampa? They're without Godwin, without Evans.
Yeah, so it's like
Rashad White and what's the other running back? Bucky Irvin. Kate Otten, Sterling Shepard.
Sterling, yeah.
McMillan.
Jalen McMillan, yeah. I'm staying away.
Yeah, and the Falcons just won 2 weeks ago in OT on this game, where Kirko had 500 passing yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love that game at all. If I were to bet it, I would be betting the Bucks, but I can't do it. You know what? I'm gonna do it probably. As soon as I leave that one off, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. I know they're gonna cover. They're gonna win out right now. But as soon as I take it, it's gonna be no shot. And as soon as I leave it off, it's gonna hit. So,
give me just a minute here. Let me get this depth chart pulled up.
Yeah, please.
Never mind. Jalen McMillan looks like he will be the true wide receiver 1, Trey Palmer 2, Sterling 3. I was going to say Sterling is plus 400 to score. I was thinking he would be wide receiver 1, but nope. I am not even being tempted into that game.
Yeah, it's just a game that I hate and could not explain that line to you. I have no freaking idea. It's just disgusting. And then the final 1 p.m. slate, Cardinals, Dolphins. I was really big on the Dolphins on our Better in Green show, Intentional Lounging. If you guys want to check that out, that is live over on our YouTube channel. I hate the Dolphins now. I absolutely hate them. Tua's back, which whoop-de-doo. I mean, it's better than whatever they had, but it's not like, they have an MVP at quarterback now. I hate this game. This is the definition of stay away. I'm not even tempted to bet this game. I did pick Tyreek in that parlay just because why not? But I'm not even. This game doesn't even. Nothing about me is excited for that game. I hope I don't even see it on Red Zone. I hope that it's blocked that one off. It's a disgusting game.
Yeah, that's basically one I crossed off my list the second I saw it,
Yep.
especially with the Tua. It's a lose-lose. That line was a lose-lose because Tua wasn't playing. You were going to get value on the cards. Tua is playing. It's the first game back injured player, which I would, yeah.
It's just gross. It's just gross. Which now means Dolphins are going to win sweat-free. So you guys are all welcome.
That Tua factor on Tyreek, though, he was plus 220 to score last week. Now he's even odds on FanDuel.
Yeah.
Wild. Easy stay away for me because I was tempted.
Yep. It's not a fun game. It's not. Yeah. Do not bet for me. Now we're on to the later slate, the 4 p.m. slate. Bills Seahawks. This is I am nothing.
I'm not betting it. I'd go Seahawks, but
same.
Pretty easy stay away.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think was Seattle out east last week? Yeah, Atlanta. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Yeah, stay away.
Yep. I don't
Seattle
like
probably wins outright.
Yep. Saints Chargers. Again, this 4 p.m. slate sucks. Well, there's a couple. Two good games. Well, one good game. Nothing for me. Saints Chargers. I would lean the Saints, but that's just me taking underdogs, and I don't know. I hate it.
I'm pretty drawn to the Saints.
Did you take their win total?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they were 2-0. Now they're 2-5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Beautiful.
after they were 2-0, I put more units on under 10.5. Is what they jumped up to.
Okay, so we're 7 games in. They have 11 or 10 games to play. So you have to win 8 out of 10, or 9 out of 10 for the over to hit.
8. Yeah. 11. Or 9. Yeah. I need 2 more losses.
What was the original line?
The original was 7.5. So
okay, that one's still gonna be sweaty.
Yeah, I looked at their schedule though. It's not easy. So
yeah,
but I need the Saints to lose this one because after that it is the Panthers on the road, which they should win, but they've already played the Panthers, so who knows in Carolina. Falcons, Browns, bye week, Rams, Giants, Commanders, Packers, Raiders, Bucks. Yeah, I don't think they get to 8 wins, but
and obviously, Carr's probably coming back at one point, and Olave will probably be back in the lineup at one point. But yeah.
Is Olave officially? Oh, Olave's back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm. Depending on how this 1 o'clock slate goes, I might get involved in the Saints. It's actually one of my stronger leans. So I just think it's the perfect buy low spot. Last time out was Thursday night, so they had all eyes on them. They got just boat raced by Denver. They've had extra time to prepare. Chargers were Monday night, so they've had negative time to prepare.
Are these Chargers going to play anyone?
No.
This is the Chargers, and they're 3-3. So this is why their win total was so high and their odds to make the playoffs were so high because their schedule was an absolute kick. They played the Raiders, the Panthers, the Steelers, did play the Chiefs, so we'll give them that one. Broncos, Cardinals, now they play the Saints, then they play the Browns, then they play the Titans. Their first 10 games, their best team they played is obviously the undefeated Chiefs. But that's it. Maybe the Steelers would be number 2. Terrible.
Yeah.
Then they play Cincy on November 17th. Cincy and the Ravens and the Falcons and the Chiefs and the Bucks. That's going to be probably 4 straight losses for them.
Yep.
Then they finish it off with the cakewalk again. Denver, New England, Vegas. This could be a 8-win team, 9-win team here, and get murdered in the playoffs. This has to be by far the easiest schedule in the NFL.
Yeah, I also feel like they always, well, not always, but oftentimes split with the Chiefs. So, I wouldn't be shocked if they get the split there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I will be fading Jimmy Boy later in the season, but yeah, I'm not loving this game. I'll probably stay away. Go Kamara for my fantasy.
Yeah. I'll probably be on the Saints.
Oh boy, some more line movement here. Chiefs, Raiders. Raiders are 8.5-point dogs now. So was that 10? They're at 8.5 now. What's the let me see the splits. Chiefs are receiving 71% of the bets on DraftKings an hour ago. Oh boy. I mean, I love the Raiders. Well, I don't love them, but I think the Raiders is the bet.
Yeah, I do too, but I'm staying away now that it's 8.5. My favorite play, and again, another play I'm probably going to end up doing under. I don't see how the hell that game goes over.
Yeah, and you also have
not good this year.
Right.
Their defense is very good. Raiders' offense is not good. Their defense is also not great, but
yeah, again, Chiefs are the only undefeated team now. They just acquired D Hop, who is he playing? Probably not.
But
yeah, I don't know. The public perception of the Chiefs right now is at an all-time high. Again, the only undefeated team, just got D Hop. Now they're playing the stinky Raiders, who have locker room trouble, quarterback trouble, coaching trouble, terrible organization. Who's taking the Raiders, and they're moving in favor of the Raiders. So I understand big spreads are it's hard for teams to cover big spreads, especially this year. But I just can't see who's putting money on the Raiders. +8 now. It just moved while I was staring at it. It's like it's begging me. It's here. Is my mic on this laptop? It's hearing me. As soon as I bet that's going to go up to 9.5.
Right.
Yeah, I will be on the Raiders. I'm going to wait the second before kickoff, and hopefully that gets back up to. I mean, honestly, if it goes down to 7.5, I'm probably hammering it for more. But yeah, I definitely think I missed the window at the +10. That was a beautiful number.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the Raiders. Then we got the Bears and the Commies. The best 4 p.m. slate, in my opinion. Commies are -1. They have completely flipped. Over-unders at 46. I'm assuming that means Daniels is playing.
I believe Daniels is in.
Okay. I still love the Bears.
Yeah, I liked Washington with Mariota. Don't love them. That being said, I'm already on them in a teaser. I took Rams +8.5, Commanders +9. So yeah, Commanders +9, -110 at this point.
Yeah, I mean the Bears were -2, 2.5 all week, and now have jumped 3 points in favor of the Commies here again with the news of Daniels starting. The thing we forget, and the Bears' defense is very solid. Their secondary is actually very good, and I just really think Daniels might struggle here a little bit. And he's not going to be completely healthy. It was a rib injury. Is that what it was? So it's just probably going to be a little uncomfortable for him. I think the Bears get to him. I don't trust the Commies defense, and I honestly don't trust the Bears at all. I really don't like this Bears team, but I think the Bears catch them here. So I'll probably be on the Bears, and I hate it. But I'll probably be on the Bears.
Yeah.
And then we have Panthers Broncos. Broncos are 11-point favorite here. Over unders 40.5. Bryce Young is making his return as the starter.
This is the easiest stay away game of the entire year.
I thought you were going to say this is the easiest hammer the Panthers game I've ever seen.
No.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yep.
Stay as far away from that as possible.
Okay. That's good. Good to know. What was I going to write down? There's one game I was missing on here.
Did you mention it, though? Well, yeah. I guess Bill Seahawks is decent, but that afternoon slate is just gross.
It's terrible. And honestly, the 1 p.m. slate kind of freaking sucks, too. The Jags and the Packers will be good. Colts, Texans, hopefully is good. Eagles and the Bengals is the best game of the slate, but
please, for the love of God, throw us that Bears Commanders game and not the Chiefs Raiders.
Yeah. For the Fox.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it'll probably be the Cowboys, but they're the night game. And that brings us to the night game. Cowboys, Niners. Cowboys are +5. I'm seeing everyone and the brother on the Cowboys, which makes me a little nervous that the line is now +5. I don't see them at all on these public bets at all. What do you have a lean? A bet?
I love the Cowboys
Okay.
outright.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's where I lean. When I meant everyone's on the Cowboys, I meant like all the people I follow in the sports betting world that usually know what they're talking about, but ultimately probably not. But yeah. Yeah, on DraftKings, I'm seeing it's a 50-50 split on the spread here. I like Dallas. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Last time out, they got embarrassed at home. Now they get to go on the road, which I think is a good thing. Niners don't have anybody. I mean, McCaffrey obviously still out, Ayuk out, Kittle in but banged up, Debo out. Yeah,
Jennings out.
Jennings out. Defense, I think, is banged up too. Let's see. Yeah, Hargrave's still out. Greenlaw out. Hufanga out. Gross Matos out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad news. It's bad news for the Niners, which is kind of making me wonder why the line's moving. Maybe because the Cowboys kind of suck too.
I mean,
But
yeah, I just think, yeah. I just think everyone's looking back. Oh, what did the Cowboys do last week? I don't remember them playing. Oh, 9-47 Lions. Ugh.
yeah,
And the Niners can't lose twice. I mean, they're still,
it's impossible.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I love the Cowboys.
Okay. Well, this was definitely valuable. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bets listed here that I'm about to place as soon as we hop off here. 8 with the NHL. Before we close off, do you want to first of all have any final words? And then if not, you want to give your best bets for the day.
Yes, so I'm already on, which is not going to help anybody because it was tied into the Rams. But in a teaser, I do have Washington +9, which is now just that -110. I will be on Jacksonville plus the points. Hopefully, I can get a 4. I will be on Jets, Patriots over 41. And then I might just do like a third or a half unit on Titans plus the points, Cleveland plus the points. Because I think those are the right side. I don't want to have 4, 5, 6 units available during this first 1 p.m. slate, but I do like those sides. And then afternoon, I am going to have Chiefs, Raiders under 42. And depending on how the 1 o'clock slate goes, I might jump in on the Saints +7. And then I'll be on Dallas plus the points tonight.
I love it. Comment here, James Cook or is it James Conner? Is that his first time too? Is it the two Jameses there? I like Cook, but I'm super biased to Cook. He's on my fantasy league and he has been killing it. I would go James Cook, though.
I think I'd go Connor, so that doesn't really help you.
Again, I'm biased towards Cook just because he's been doing me wonders. But yeah, I mean, Miami's defense not great. Seattle's defense, honestly, don't know a whole lot about.
Not great.
I think you have 2 decent options though. I think you should be okay.
Yeah, if you could start both of them, I don't know who else you have, but
Right.
I have both those guys in one of my leagues too, and yeah, they never see the bench.
Right. Yeah, I'll go with my best bets for the day. First of all, in the NHL, I will be on the Flyers tonight in the NHL hockey. And then NFL, I will be on the Browns. I will be on the Titans, the Jags, Raiders, Bears, Cowboys. Is going to be my. I might have a couple more on there, but that's going to be my slip. I might have a couple touchdown scores on there because I am really liking some touchdown odds. I want to see what my bookie offers there. Probably shit, but I will post all of my bets over there on Twitter. I know Ethan does the same as well. So if you do want all of our official plays or didn't catch them on the live, make sure you do follow us on Twitter. Our usernames are right below our icons here. And then make sure you do follow us, like and subscribe over here on YouTube. This is our main social media account. This is where we post all of our stuff and the account we're trying to grow the most. So any likes, subscribe, and share, we would really appreciate over on YouTube. We're at 856 subs, trying to get to that 1K mark. Do you have anything to add, Ethan, before we close out for another great week of Sunday NFL football?
Yeah, just last thing, just we'll touch on my NBA and NHL because I forgot to do that. But NHL, I'm looking to play. I'll probably be on Edmonton, um, minus 0.5 first period against the Wings. I'll be on Ottawa money line more than likely. NBA, I'm looking at Blazers plus the points, Hawks plus the points.
I love it.
But yeah, other than that, I feel like a broken record. Need a big day, or I just need a winning day. I just can't afford
Right.
a bad day. So just let me win.
This
Please.
could be our day. This could be our day. We're due.
Also, Njoku touchdown. I like Njoku.
Joker touchdown. I did just see both corners are out for the Ravens, starting corners out. So maybe sprinkle in some JMO yards. I think plus three. 1 second. My buddy just sent that. I think plus
Judy
four.
yards.
Judy yards. JMO to go for 300 is plus 475.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I get what you're saying.
Jameis Winston. But yeah, or again, I'm on Judy to score, so I absolutely love it. But I appreciate you guys. Good luck with all your bets. Hopefully, you guys can win some money today. And again, please make sure you do like and share and subscribe. We really appreciate it. But good luck, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow for Monday